Hello Virgo, my name is Nigel. You have found Alchemy. Welcome to your May 2025 reading. I don't know if you listened to your spring reading, your spring 2025 reading, but these particular cards were pulled from that reading. So if you want a more in-depth look at these cards, I invite you to go listen to that. But as promised, I re-pulled the cards and we have built a reading somewhat around those cards. Okay, I'm going to summarize this a little bit in case someone doesn't want to go back. I'll summarize it so you're not completely lost. Now, first and foremost, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords in this particular deck anyway is literally just air energy. And this is conflict. Now, this conflict could be coming from external sources. It could be coming from inside you. It could be both. But it is very defensive, right? And I like this depiction of it kind of because it does show you. And if you notice, this is Mercury. And since you are guided very, very strongly by Mercury, that's your ruling planet, I think this is really a very good omen for you. He's holding all the swords. He's holding all the elements that he needs. He looks very satisfied. All right, so that's a nice little omen for you for this reading. You do have the Two of Wands here. And the Two of Wands is Mars and Aries. Mars and Aries energy. Following your own path, right? Whatever is happening is not deferring you ultimately, or perhaps, honestly, we don't know yet. This could be you looking at a brand new path. You're like, hey, this X, Y, and Z happened, so I think I'm going to plan something brand new for myself. Could be either or, because you do have somewhat of a tower moment here on the table, right? You have the tower. This is Scorpio, Pluto energy, could be Aries, Mars energy, but no matter how you look at it, it's sudden change. And it is a destruction of sorts of previous beliefs, your previous world, previous plans, could be any of those things. You have some confusion here with the Neptune card. It's definitely Piscean energy, but more than that, it is confusion, illusion. Perhaps someone had you under their spell. Perhaps a certain situation, you took the rose-colored glasses off and you're seeing things very clearly with someone here, but you have the advice card coming in here as the Page of Pentacles coming in sideways, Venus and Taurus energy. Now, as advice, this is a decision card, right? So there's a decision here on the table, and it's based on facts. It's something you're very comfortable with. It's earth-based energy, a decision based on facts. This page could miss an opportunity, but it's going to be dependent on your ultimate decision. So it's either gaining a brand new opportunity with that page energy, or it's not seeing it, right? So you need to take the glasses off here. What that actually means, I guess we're going to find out. So let's start on this side today. You do have Aquarius energy here, and this is number 11 in this deck. As we know, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. And there's a lot of things going on in May for Aquarius. On May 4th, we have this is what I've been talking about a lot, especially to Aquarians, the Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. And interestingly enough, not to jump ahead, you did pull the Pluto card as well. So I think this is it's important for you here, Virgo. And on that day, around that time, actually, it's going to be in retrograde for quite some time. Take the time to reflect on what you have learned this year and how to move forward using that knowledge. Where does your true power lie? That's going to be a question. Where do you belong? Where does your true power lie? The people around you, who are they? There's going to be an illusion shattered in many respects. Also on May 6th, we have Venus in Aries, sextile Pluto in Aquarius, and that is a manifestation day. So look for either a big clue for a manifestation, or a manifestation itself. It's going to be different for all of you, but it is a manifestation day. On May 12th, we have Mercury in Taurus, square Pluto in Aquarius, and slow and steady wins the race, right? Definitely, your patience is going to be required here in some way, shape, or form. I see that. Yeah, for sure. Now, there's something going on here with patience, but we'll get to that. Definitely. On May 27th, we have Mercury in Gemini, trine Pluto in Aquarius. A great day energetically for making decisions. Anything is possible because this is the end of the month, and I think somehow your patience in a situation has paid off. You have Earth here, And this is, excuse me, your element. It's pragmatic, grounded, and enduring. Yeah, grounded in your own element. That's very, very good energy for you. And as I said before, you also have Pluto, and it's regeneration, rebirth, transformation. It's going to be a transformative month for you. So when I look at this Pluto energy, I think of Aquarius, and I think of that Scorpion energy that it's so famous for, right? Pluto challenges us to accept the duality of ourselves, of others, and our world, which is constantly transforming, and your world certainly is. You have here, Cancer in the 4th house, family roots and foundation. It's like a tradition. It's definitely a tradition, right? What makes you feel safe? Is your safe spot grounding you, or are you hiding there? Are you not seeing something? These are the questions you need to ask yourself here, for sure. You have these 2 cards, and these cards are basically cards that somebody around you, or a series of some, or more than one person around you, is thinking. Right? And they are not sharing this with you, at least not of the time of this reading. It says, welcome. I want you to know your presence is appreciated, and I can be a safe space for you. So there is someone around you that is wonderful, enduring, a friend, right? But there's someone else. And this has come up in your readings over and over and over again, right? It says negative. I'm hiding my true intentions, and I don't actually care about your well-being. Someone is definitely out for themselves. Someone is definitely not a nice person. You do have good energy around you here, Virgo, but there is that thing that keeps coming up over and over again, right? Many of you already know who this is, right? You have pollution. It says infection, parasite, poison. I would say so. There is a parasite around you. And that, like I said, has come up over and over again for you. And then it says mountain, nature's grandeur, elevation, and perspective. You are going to be changing your perspective this month. And that is a very, very good thing. Very, very good thing. Okay. You have let's move to this side here. You have strength. I'm not going to pick that up because it's way big enough. You can see it, right? That Leo energy. It is a strong yes card. And the inner strength, courage, could be patience rather than force. That takes a great deal of strength to feel that patience instead of just pushing forward when you really want to. You want something to be over with. But you're exhibiting strength this month in some matter, and I think that's going to pay off for you because we've seen it in more than one card. Now, moving to the other side, you have antimony, and antimony is number 27 in this deck. And antimony represents a fierceness, a hunger. On the one hand, it represents a wild, fierce, free spirit that longs to express itself, right? On the other side is something that can turn destructive if not kept in check. Challenge and channel this energy, okay? Absolutely. Now, that, in my opinion, it sort of goes with all the other cards that are saying, just don't do or say what you want to do or say, at least right now. Try to sit back and watch the people around you, watch the situation, and definitely that word patience. Your patience is not only required, it's going to pay off for you because we've seen it here. You have the storm, and the storm is number 47 in this deck. See, hopefully that refocuses. I'm going to have to get a card to refocus it. But you have chaos, right? There may be a moment or more than one moment of, good, that focus, of chaos this month, right? Chaos doesn't have to be giant chaotic energy, but you do have the Tower, right? This card tells us to seek temporary shelter as this passes because it will indeed pass. Here's the patience again. If you become impatient, remember the lesson of that antimony card. Patience is a virtue that is going to pay off for you very big this month. Yeah, definitely. You have these 2 cards here. Let me see. Hopefully I can pick them up. Give me 1 second. These are always challenging. And if I didn't enjoy them so much, I swear I would stop using them for that reason. Okay. Yeah, so you have this. This to me is always like Scorpio energy. It's Pluto energy. It's birthing something into existence. It doesn't look comfortable, does it though? You're birthing something beautiful into existence. The butterfly is also a transformative type of Pluto energy. And here, this in and of itself is something being birthed into existence as well. Birthing is a big freaking deal. Patience is a big freaking deal this month. Those two things, have patience. Something is coming. Something very positive is coming. And to drive that point home, you have the yes side of this coin. So, and it's right next to the money charm. Now, could it be money? It absolutely could be. Could it be a goal being realized? Could it be you leveling up? It could be where you feel abundance lies, at least right now, right? That changes as we grow, right? 1 year, abundance could be having a healthy baby. Another 2 years later, abundance could be having more in our bank account, or good health, right? But there is abundance here on the table, and there is a yes right next to it. You're going to experience some abundance this month. Patience is all that's required from you, okay? You have the letters O, X, A, and F. Any of those letters could mean something. It could be someone's initials. It could be, your job, your boss's car. It could be anything. It's something like that. So keep these very handy, because I think that either one of them or all of them are going to mean something to you by month's end. Now, down here you have your 3 legs. And like I've been telling everybody, at least lately, these 3 legs could be in order perfectly, or it could be out of order, And this all started with some emails that I received. Well, at first I didn't think your reading resonated, but the last leg happened on the first leg. Okay, it could easily be out of order. This is not only a general reading, but it's not a science, right? So definitely take that for what it's worth here. But I'm going to go through your 3 legs. You have nurture and compassion. So you could be dealing with, this could mean many things. It could mean that you're being asked to have more compassion towards yourself, nurturing yourself, or it really could mean that there is something that you have nurtured. It could be a relationship, it could be a person, it could be anything like that you need to rethink, especially with that Neptune energy up there. So let's look at this. You do have, you do have the Magician coming in reverse. For me, this is Aquarian energy, but it could, many people believe this is Virgo energy. Many people believe it's Gemini because it's so mercurial. But the bottom line is, this is someone who is being manipulative and deceitful and using every tool to do that. What did I say, right? And this leads straight into, and it's really no surprise, the devil. Capricorn energy, yes, but this could be someone who is envious of you. Man, this has come up in your readings a lot. Could be someone who's envious of you. It's definitely like a deception. It could be cheating. It could be an unhealthy attachment, something that you have nurtured in the past. This leads straight into the 5 of Cups energy in reverse. I love that for you. Mars and Scorpio energy, right? Let me see if I can move this to where it's kind of uniformed, right? Mars and Scorpio energy, a shift towards healing, overcoming setbacks, moving on from some sort of regret, right? Definitely something bothered you, something hurt you, but I do think that is you turning around saying, you know what, there's something else here that's more valuable than this. So you have here, oh yeah, that's right. When we add this up and we break it down, we get that Jupiter expansive energy. So whatever is going on here is meant to happen, and your job is to be patient with the process, learn the lesson you need to learn, move on from it, and experience that Jupiter luck as a result. And here in your second leg, you have divine timing. And I do think divine timing is upon you here. Maybe it's something you trusted, or this very well could be yet another patience card. You see the clock? Trust the process. Trust the process here, Virgo. Your first card up, you have the Fool coming in reverse. For me, it's Aquarius energy, but for many people, they say it's Aries energy. No matter how you look at it, this may be a new beginning that you weren't expecting, right? In a different direction. That 2 of Wands energy, right? It's right next to the reversed Magician, and it's seated right next to it for a reason. I think that as it's a direct result of that deceptive energy in the very center of your reading. And I always say the center card is very strong. You have the Justice card. Love that for you. Beautiful energy. It's Libra energy, but more importantly, it's, can you taste it? Can you taste the justice? That sword of truth, right? Is present. And for at least one of you, this could be a legal decision. It could be a legal win. But regardless of whether it's legal or not, it is a fair and just decision. It is seeing things clearly because, and let me see if I could pick this up again. On this card, you can see she's wearing a blindfold, but she can see. You can see her eyes very clearly looking. Justice is not blind. Justice sees all. Yeah, I like that. Let me see if I could refocus this. There we go. Keep that card there just for that reason, I swear. Yeah, and this leads us straight into the two of swords energy, this Venus and Libra energy, right? You don't want to hear it anymore. And it could be that's why we see this X here. You notice the X and the X with the swords. You're like, I don't want to hear anything anymore from this source. You don't want to hear the bullshit. It's over. You're like, no more. I'm Xing you out. I'm Xing you out. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get Uranus energy, right? Aquarius energy, but change. And it's sometimes drastic change, as we can see here by the Tower and one or two other cards. It could very well be drastic change. Here in your last leg, you do have the South Node, comfort zone. You could have been clinging to a comfort zone here with this person. You know, it's very hard sometimes to take off those rose-colored glasses. It is. You have, but you have the Ten of Swords coming in reverse. The Ten of Wands coming in reverse. Saturn and Sagittarius energy, the release of stress, baby. Bye-bye. And look at this lineup. You have the Magician in reverse. What did I say? Deceptive energy. You have the Fool in reverse, starting a path in a way that you really weren't expecting. It was like you were expecting a new path, but this is something totally out of left field. And it comes with the release of stress, right? You have the Nine of Wands coming in next, and the Nine of Wands is Moon in Sagittarius. And as I always say, that is my I'm still standing card. Yeah, you've been through some shit. It is the wounded warrior. Perhaps this situation wounded you, hurt you, disappointed you, but your patience has paid off. And here you have the Nine of Swords in reverse as well. Mars and Gemini energy, and you are no longer trapped. That is a feeling upright of being trapped, but normally it's a woman blindfolded, but the blindfold's off. The bindings that bound her are gone. It is a release of sort of that toxic devil energy that we talked about, right? Because look, you go from that healing energy to, I don't want to hear that crap anymore, to, okay, the nightmare is over type energy. I like that for you. When we add this up and we break it down, we get the Pluto energy again. Pluto is very important to you. All right, this month, it's going to be very important to you. It's working for you. We have two number 9s in this column, and the two number 9s is the final stages of the end of something ending and beginning. And you also have two number 10s, which is culmination. It is here. It's finally upon you here, Virgo. Now, looking at your challenges, yeah, there is somebody that you were bound to here. There is someone who you were bound to here. Yeah, there is some sort of tie you had. I hate to overuse the word toxic, but I think it was a toxic tie. Let's see. You have the Queen of Wands, right? The Queen of Wands in reverse, Mars and Aries energy. This person may have made you feel, may have tried to knock you off your pedestal. You may have had lack of boundaries with this person. They might have cut you down, tried to cut you down to size, made you feel less than. Maybe they talked behind your back and made you look less than. But you have the Four of Wands here, and this is Venus and Aries energy, the Queen of Wands, Mars and Aries energy. This is Venus and Aries energy, and this is attaining a happy home and wanting this success in this finish line. And at least for part of the month, it's going to be a stressful thing making these decisions. And you have the Queen of Swords coming in sideways. And don't forget, this is your challenge category. And you're going to be challenged for sure. The Queen of Swords is Uranus and Libra energy. This may be someone you're dealing with. I'm not going to lie. Dealing with someone who may be a problem. Waffling between showing two parts of themselves. Appearing very mentally balanced, right? Very sharp. To being emotional, brutal, someone who may lack self-control. You may see parts of them that you've never seen before. You may see someone who waffles between the two. Maybe they're not waffling at all. Maybe they're just showing themselves finally, right? When we add this up and we break it down, it really is no surprise. We get Uranus energy again, right? So this change is going to be a challenge for you, at least initially. But looking at, your opportunities, you have, the opportunity to break those devil change, break those toxic patterns, break the toxic ties. And you have 2 decision cards here. So your decisions this month are going to determine where you end up. You can speed this process up by actually having some patience and making the right decisions. You have the Page of Swords here coming in sideways, Mercury and Gemini energy. Your decision on whether to face new ideas and ready to face new challenges, or are you going to get stuck? Are you going to get stuck and have a reversed Page of Swords? Lack of information, right? You have the 5 of Pentacles here coming in sideways, Jupiter and Taurus energy. Another choice, right? A choice of letting go of of a certain attitude. It could be lack mentality that this person was bringing to your world, or simply allowing yourself not to feel alone anymore, right? Because this leads straight into the 9 of Swords in reverse again. You got it here, and here it is again. This is an opportunity. You are getting the Mars and Gemini energy, the end of stress, the end of sleepless nights, the end of anxiety. It's going to disappear, and you're going to be like, wow, if only I knew this sooner, I would have gotten rid of X, Y, and Z a lot sooner. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Mercury, we get Gemini, Virgo energy. So you step into your own energy. That is where you're strong. That is where all your strength lies. All your strength lies. Where is my other deck? Where are you, deck? Hold on one second. Here it is. Okay. I'm going to pull one of these cards to close out your reading, but then we're going to do your numerology to see how this all ties together here, Virgo. For Virgo, please, May 2025. May 2025, you have 23. I am adventurous. It says, you have a zest for life and are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement, and a need both to feel truly alive. For you, life is an adventure to be lived. I do think that this may be at the end of the month a sort of guideline for you, but just so you know, the number 23 obviously breaks down into a number 5, which is Mercury energy. It's the same energy we got here in your opportunity sector. It is where you are comfortable. You're going to end up in that Mercury energy. You're going to feel dynamic within it. Many people, I'm not going to say many, but there are people that would not be as comfortable as you, but that is your ruling planet here, Virgo. So when we add all the numbers up here in your reading and we break them down, we get the number 11, which is a cardinal number, and it is a bridging number. Like I always tell everybody, it is a bridge from one part of your life to another, from one mindset to another. It's an important transition number. The number we talked about the most probably won't surprise you. It is number 5. It is Mercury. It is that Virgo energy that you're going to end up in and feel so comfortable in here, Virgo. Your lucky numbers are 11, 5, 8, 27, 11, 11, 5, 8, 27, 2, and 16. The signs we discussed were Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, and Pisces. The sign that came up the most was Aries. And Aries carries with it that Mars energy, that fire energy that you need to propel yourself forward. You need to, it is strength, it is confidence, it is all those things that you're going to end up in, but it's also war. And the art of war, right, sometimes is exhibiting patience, right? Interestingly enough, the planet we talked about the most was also Mars. So it's spirit doubling down. Have patience. This is war, even if you don't believe it is. But it's a sort of lesson for you, and it's a lesson of patience here. But your patience, you have a yes. It's a yes. Yes. Okay. I will see you next time. Namaste, Virgo.